I mean, it doesn't matter that Jason's just a ripple in the ocean, but the fascinating thing is there's no record of this groundbreaking arrest. Jason's nowhere to be found.
Well, after questioning him, I realized we didn't have sufficient evidence to take it through the booking process. So, guess Mayor Floyd just got a little carried away.
I can see you're amused, Lucky. And you know, I appreciate a good laugh as much as the next guy, especially when it comes at that windbag's expense. What are you doing?
Just a favor for a friend.
Must be a week of favors for you.
Sorry?
You called one in for records from NYPD. Preliminary reports on a murder in Tribeca 2003 and a tagger busted a half a block away. What's the connection?
As soon as I'm sure there is one, I'll tell you.
No nasty surprises.
I hear you.
It is possible that Franco hit Ronnie by accident and then came to the hospital to see if he was okay.
And he felt the irresistible urge to tag some hospital equipment before he left?
You put it that way. Why? Well, what do you think really happened then?
Something I don't like. That Ronnie and Franco are connected somehow. That this whole thing has been connected all along and I just didn't see it.
How so?
It's the tagging. It's deliberate, it's calculated, it's all the same. I mean, I was so green when I first murdered scene back in 03. I looked at the tagger bus as more of a distraction than anything else. Ronnie told me not to make a big deal out of it, to slap him with a misdemeanor and boot him out.
Wait, Ronnie worked Franco's case?
That's just it.
Don't make a big deal out of it now. When you're kind of green, you're likely not to do
what was right in
the
front of me,
same.
and I let a serial killer walk.
When you're kind of green, you're kind of green behind the
Franco started
horns,
out as
and you could be agreeing
wall tagger.
to almost
A few months ago,
anything.
this graffiti started popping up all over town.
Back then I was a little green behind the ears.
Calling card. I guess
I
we're
didn't
gonna
notice
check every
the things
building,
I
every
do
basement,
today.
every wall.
Yeah, but
I noticed this tag and looks very suspicious
To find my sister's body.
in a certain kind
Her
of
whole life,
cop-like way.
Claudia was used, exploited, tossed aside. I'm not gonna let that happen to her in death. So yeah, I'm gonna find her body if it's the last thing I do.
I know how you feel, son. I mean, sometimes one of the hardest things we ever have to do is sit tight while someone we love is on the line. But then again, sometimes it's the only course of action.
Covering up what I did was one thing, but letting Jason take the rap for what I did is something else. I should be the one arrested, not him.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Jason knows what he's doing. He knows how to act in this situation. He knows he has to keep his mouth shut. He knows not to panic. Sometimes, you know, we have to mobilize our resources. What you need to do is trust your father right now, okay? Because this is my world, and I know how to live in it. Can you do that?
Okay.
You swear you're not going to say anything to anybody?
I want you to try and trust your father. Trust me now. Learn to try and trust your father. Learn to try and trust your father. This is my world I'm used to.
Where are you going?
This is my world I'm accustomed
Jason
to.
released.
Trust your father now. Trust your father now.
You're willing to let your best friend rot in jail to protect your son. Well, it's a good thing for Jason. I'm not giving you the choice.
What are you gonna do?
Me? I'm gonna curl up in bed, pull the covers over my head, and refuse to come out.
You really neglected you poor baby.
A humble artist in town to meet his equal. No malice in my heart. I'm just out for glory. I reached out to Jason, and he bit the hand that would gladly feed him.
What does this have to do with my son?
Sonny Jr., he's a means to an end, as are you.
Okay, I'll help you. Michael doesn't have to be a part of this.
No, you had your chance. Fortunately, I don't need you. Claudia's body is my whole card, so to speak.
Well, that only proves that she's dead.
Well, not if you add the photos I have of Michael kneeling over the corpse he bashed straight to hell. More than enough for even the inept PCPD to let Jason go.
Okay, all right. What if I can get him out another way? What if I can get him out of another way? Michael doesn't have to be a part of this.
Who do I have to screw to get off this movie?
I can make this happen.
Right. Okay. So, I just let you go, and then you go down to the police station, and then presto, Morgan the Magnificent is on his way.
Jason is gonna find you.
You're damn right he will. And when he does, we'll be waiting.
I've had asthma.
A song by Paul Beckman. Palu Rainbow song. Created January 4th, 2010. Using the guitar chords E7, C, and G. The song is going to be called A Warped Mind is a Warped Mind. A warped mind is a warped mind is a warped mind. A warped mind is a warped mind is a warped mind. Oh well, if you don't mind, if that's your mind, I mind. When a warped mind is a warped mind. A warped mind often doesn't have enough compassion in the heart. It's often too low, like a low gas tank. Can't get very far with that. Pretty soon it's tanked. Yeah, you gotta have enough compassion in your heart to last a lifetime. For all the things you're bound to see now and then. It's supposed to make you have compassion, so you have a certain kind of love for your brethren and your sister. Without that, you become liable to do anything to anyone. You become uncontrolled, more like an animal instead of a sacred human being. Yeah, there can be some human monsters when they got no virtue and no morals. When they treat human life as little as a well then that's when you got to throw. You throw people like that in jail. Serial murderers, robbers and thieves and crooks. People who wouldn't bash your head in without a thought of notice. They do it like reading a book. For those people with a warped mind and warped sense of humanity, no compassion left in their hearts at all. I guess jail is the best place that suits them, when they would rather knock off a